Hey, I'm Dan Cummins. I'm a second-year resident in neurosurgery here at Mount Sinai. My tips for interviews would be to know the program that you're interviewing at, both for yourself, for doing well in the interview, as well as having an idea before you go of what you want to go there and be there for 7 years. So I think, doing your research before you interview, both on the program, on the attendings, as much as you can, hearing about the program from other medical students that are interviewing, other residents that just get as much information as you can, know as much as you can about the program, and then see for yourself on the interview.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Chapman, and I'm a PGY3 in the Mount Sinai Neurosurgery Department right now. I was born in Tokyo, Japan, and then moved to New York when I was very little. As I was ranking programs, I was looking at places where I could sense that the residents were spending a lot of time in the OR or at bedside procedures and really getting a lot of feedback and input into their progression as surgeons. And so, that to me is a particularly important component of any sort of surgeon training program, and then obviously neurosurgery specific. So, I would encourage applicants really focusing on that when they're exploring programs and speaking to different departments.
Hey everyone, I'm Nichols. I'm a PGY4 neurosurgery resident here at Mount Sinai. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., and I went to college at Wesleyan University, graduated in 2014 with a major in biology as well as African American studies. When I applied, I was a COVID applicant, so all of my interviews were virtual. And although I got to really connect here at Mount Sinai, I thought that overall virtual interviews, they were a little difficult, not only to get a sense of the program, but also to show everything that makes me me. So I would say in terms of just general tips, do your best to stay calm, act like your normal self, build up some comfort in terms of talking about yourself, even if it can be a little awkward.
My name is Brandon Philbrick. I was born and raised in South Burlington, Vermont. After I graduated high school, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where I went to Georgia Tech, and I studied biomedical engineering. I then stayed in the Atlanta area to complete my medical school at Emory University. Some of the tips that I'd have for medical students who are applying into neurosurgery is you really want to be comfortable knowing your own background and what your story is and how you came to want to apply to neurosurgical residency. I think that's something we're very much looking at. Other things are you want to show that you spent time in a neurosurgery department doing cases. You understand what the commitment to being a neurosurgeon is. So that's something that you need to be able to present as well in a very cohesive and natural way. When preparing to interview at a specific program, I think it's important to read about the faculty members in that program, what types of subspecialties they have, what are the strengths and weaknesses of a program, and try to explore that during your interview. And I think that will really help you understand what a program is all about and what the culture is and what kind of neurosurgeons are training people to